Hey there, who's out? Who's up? Who's doing what? Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. So here it is. It's almost 7:30. Too old to go party and it's too early to go to bed. So I thought I'd jump on, see who's around, see who wants to chat, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to wait for a minute for the notices to get out there, do my thing, put down the banner and all that kind of good stuff, and line things up on my phone. So, yeah, if you're out there, hey, Laura Hammond Davis, how are you? Nice to see you. I'm just doing, hey, Rosa. I'm bored. I'm bored. And like I said, hey, guys, nice to see you here. Where am I? Well, maybe I'm not on here yet. Okay. Live? Can we go live? So, yeah. Oh, good, Rosa. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Yeah. Still a little weird from the other night. Still a little weird from the other night. Yes, Karen. It's just yeah, it kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I don't have the language to kind of adequately describe it. But yeah, I did all the things that I wanted to do today. Yeah, better bored than dead. Yes. So I got my notices out, I did my updates, I did everything else. And then I was sitting here, I played a few games online, to keep there's a game on MSN that I like to play. It's called Outspell. It's like the computer version of Scrabble. So yeah, it gets the mind going and whatnot. I did that, and then I thought, well, I'm either going to dig into the chocolate, or maybe I should just go online and talk to a few people rather than put myself into a diabetic coma. So yeah, here I is. And how is everybody out there? What are you guys up to? And oh, thanks, Karen. Yeah, it's just it's I'm kind of I'm looking forward to when the next one is going to happen. Um you know what? I did have a cuppa. I most certainly did. And it's just, maybe I'll probably have another one before I go to bed. I'm one of those, knock on wood. Luckily, I'm one of those people that caffeine does not affect me. That yeah, I can have an espresso and say, yeah, it's bedtime, and I'm fine. So, that kind of works for me. Let me just see if I can't get this up so that I can see your. Oh, there it is all along. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's make sure this works. Hi, folks. And does it work? Yeah, it does. Okay, all right. I'll put it up here. So, what have you guys done today that's been exciting and different? Uh, yes. Yeah, there's yeah, it's it's anticipation, and it almost feels like anxiety, but in a good way. That it's I'm looking forward to who's going to come in. I'm looking forward to, you know, um, now that I have a better sense of what it is, that I can kind of stop and say hello. And, do you have a name I could call you? All that kind of good stuff. Farmers market and tourist watching. Laura, don't you love that? I do too. If I'm there's nothing better really than yeah, getting a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, or whatever beverage feels good at that moment, and sitting down in a cafe, or especially like a cafeteria in a mall or someplace that's open, and just watching, just people watching, seeing who's doing what, kind of, look at them and try to figure out what their story is and that kind of stuff. So, hey, Janet, Bora Bora's here. Hey, hi, Claudia. Nice to see you. So, yeah, thank you for joining me. We'll take this in whatever direction it goes. I'm quite happy to do that for you guys. So, yeah, farmers market is a lot of fun. We have a couple of them here in town, and especially in the summertime. It's a lot of fun to go in there and come home with all your fresh produce and your fresh baked goods. And yeah, okay. The weather. Oh, you're in Nashville. Oh, how nice. Claudia, you're new here. Well, this isn't the way that normally things go, but I'm glad you stopped by. Normally, we'll have something that we can chat about. This is kind of a free for all. Whatever direction we go in, that works just fine. I'll probably end up tossing a few cards because that's it's what I do. So yeah, and who else? I think that's who we have here. Did I miss anyone? I don't think so. Yeah. Rose, Christine Brooks, Karen Adams. Oh, Kelly. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Nice to see you in here. Modern Mystic. Hello. So, yeah. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to do? Yeah. And yeah, I am in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Claudia. I'm up where it's nice and cold, although it was raining all day today. So we've got a good portion of the snow that we had is gone. And yeah, Calgary, Alberta, home of the Calgary Stampede, the greatest outdoor show on earth. I had that drilled into me. Um, hey, Sherry, nice to see you. Yeah, I said to the folks, listen, I'm too old to go party, and it's too early to go to bed. So here I are. So yeah, it is. There is a lot of growth there, Laura. Absolutely, absolutely. I can so totally see it. Yeah. Ask for cards if something major is going to happen. Breaking news kind of thing. Yeah, sure, sure. Absolutely do that. Oh, Sherry just had her Akashic records done by Val. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You were blown away. I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were. Yeah. They're amazing. Yeah. And Claudia says, I have friends in Canada just over the line. I have a YouTube channel where I read children's books. Oh, nice. I'm in a school system in Canada. Good for you. Good for you. Wonderful. That would be so much fun. Yeah, to read children's books and oh yeah, especially if you're able to do all the characters and all that. I think that is just so much fun. So let's see. Oh, you won the reading. Wow. Good for you, Sherry. What was I doing? Yeah, I wanted to get a lot of the business end of things kind of out of the way. Normally, Saturday is my day that's reserved for personal readings. So I'll do back to back readings on Saturdays. And today I finished up early. Um, and then I thought, well, okay, I might as well get this done and that done. And I think maybe I was just working a little quicker than I thought I was. So, absolutely, you may share your channel. Why not? Absolutely. Oh, retired teacher and nanny. Oh, you. I can tell you're very, very patient. So, yeah, absolutely. You can share your channel. So, what do we got energetically? Is there something coming? Is there, you know what? I think something is coming. I think you're right. I think, Karen, you're absolutely right. You're very welcome. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Oh, decisions are being made. Decisions are being made. Okay. Is that Claudia? Is that your YouTube channel? Is Claudia Robinson 587? Oh, there you go, folks. Go check it out. I think that yeah, we it feels like the early part of this coming week, we are going to get a decision from the DC court. Okay, Nine of Cups. It's about that um, the merchant, right? The snarky, smirky merchant. Um, and then I get the Two of Wands, where yeah, decisions are being made, and what has been put out is oh, nice, Claudia, that's wonderful. Yeah, Southern tradition, excellent. So yeah, what he has put out is now going to come back. It is going to be emotional, and I think what they are going to do, and I don't know if this is going to be. It feels like there is an agreement amongst the judges, but the language they are using, two of them are strongly in favor of, and one is kind of in favor of. But I think that it's going to come down to that. Yeah, he does not have immunity. I think that democracy is going to rule the day. And with the Two of Cups, that's where I'm getting that. Yeah, two of the judges are very committed in the language they're going to be using. The third judge is 99.9% on board as well, but just differs on what she would like to see in some of the wording. So I think that's what the holdup is. That's what they're dealing with right now, is waiting for um, yes, Laura, patience is stretched. I can absolutely. I mean, you know what, to you and I, this is um, this is something that is just so simple. What do you have to talk about? Like, anyway, um, I think I understand the reason for the delay is that um, they know that what they come out with, and believe me, it's not going to be just a short paragraph, saying, yeah, presidents are kings, you don't have immunity. It is going to be a long document that is going to be full of information and citing other law cases and so on, right? So while they're putting that together, they know that this document is going to come under scrutiny by anybody and everybody. And they want to make sure also that it is airtight. They want to make sure that there is no way that there's going to be any wiggle room for misinterpretation or anything else, right? So that is why they are taking their time. Every single word is being carefully crafted. And no, I think that that well, the Supreme Court, as in the SCOTUS, versus the court in DC, they're two different things. And I think even the Supreme Court, I think they're going to, well, let me put the cards away. I'll draw a few cards for SCOTUS for the Supreme Court, but I'll tell you what I think about that one too. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, your title. Yes, yeah. What do I call this? There you go. There you go. Yeah. In my younger days, this would be the time that, yeah, I would just start getting organized to go out for the night, right? So that wherever I wanted to be, I would be there by 10. And then party all night and come home, jump in the shower, wake up and go to work. Nope. That was it. So, yeah, hi Andrea, hi Teresa Simpson. I think that the three judge panel that is deciding in DC, like I said, I think they are absolutely, they want to make sure that this is airtight, iron-proof. There is nothing for anyone that they can, they're not leaving a crack open for anyone to come in. The Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court itself, even though they have a 6-3 conservative majority, I think that they're going to think about things too, and I'll tell you why. And oddly enough, I had this discussion with my son earlier this evening. If the Supreme Court were to get involved and say that no, Trump has immunity and no one can prosecute him, that would make him, in essence, a dictator. And, as my boy said, what's the first thing a dictator does is they get rid of anyone who has any kind or appears to have any kind of power over them. The Supreme Court would be that. So even though there are several of them who owe their positions to Trump, I think that they're starting to realize that this guy's going off the rails, and maybe now is the time for us to kind of call him on the BS. You got things you want to use against us, dude. You've just been proven a liar by so many people that even if you come up with it, even if it's true, they're not going to believe you, and we're screwed anyway because people don't have a high opinion of us. So we might as well try to regain some of that back, and we might as well say, no, actually, you don't have immunity. So it's entirely possible on some way. It makes absolute sense that, because it would be self-protection, right? They would need to look after themselves, because the idea that, well, if we say no, he has immunity, he told me he's going to take care of me. Are you kidding? The guy doesn't take care of anybody. So, yeah. Hey, Catherine Rodier. Nice to see you. And both Laura Hammond Davis and Catherine are members of the channel. And while I'm thinking of it, before I forget, if Laura and Catherine, if you can please email me so that I have your email address on file. I would like to set up a members only get together on the 7th, on Wednesday at 7 p.m. But in order to do that through Zoom, I need to have an email address. So send me an email at heartcenteredtarot@outlook.com. And yeah, I'll see if I can get that set up. If not for this Wednesday, then maybe next Wednesday. But I think it's about time we had a little members get together, right? Okay. Yes, Laura. Yeah, why am I not starring these so that you people can see? Yeah. Ellen Garcia, hello. Celtic Seer, hey. Hey, nice to see you here. Yeah, we absolutely have to stop. Once you face the fear, it goes away. Once you turn around and say, oh no, I don't think so. Yeah, then it's not nearly as scary. Yeah. Okay. And hold on. I just want to go up here a little bit and see. I think that there was yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. If they come out and say that no, presidents have immunity, yeah, then for the sake of the nation, Joe Biden should then say, okay, then you better call me King Joe from here on in. What's to stop him, right? So it would be kind of difficult for them to do anything. Okay. Yeah. If the nuts go loose, we can, yes, absolutely. Alrighty. So Teresa Simpson says, what do you think the FBI will do about the locked closet and the hidden room on Trump's quarters at Mar-a-Lago? Yeah, go figure. Go figure. Oh, absolutely, Laura. Absolutely. I'm sure you can. Okay. So what about, I was watching my good friend David from Terrebonne Bay. We do a bi-weekly show on Tuesdays called every second Tuesday called Taco Tuesdays. Insert shameless plug here. Hi, Sheila Edwards. He did a reading on that, and yeah, he said that those documents that were hidden from the FBI, he sort of, the cards sort of intimidated that maybe it is possible that one or some of the FBI that were involved might have been a little sympathetic to Trump, so they didn't really look too hard. They looked, but they didn't look too hard. And this is where Trump had the documents that he thinks that he's going to use as his kind of get out of jail free card, right? So let's see. And just thank you, Karen. Okay. Patricia, nice to see you here. Okay, tell me about the files that were in those locked rooms. It's also funny because one of the things that David got he as he was asking about, where are they hidden, and the Four of Swords came up. Hello, that's kind of like, wait, they're hidden in a grave. Hmm. I wonder which one. Okay. What have we got here? Tell me about the documents. Yeah, you know what? Of course, entertainment purposes only, but I think that, yeah, David was definitely on the right track with that, in that, okay, that Knight of Wands, this is, somebody thinking that this is a really, really good idea to move things into the space in his bedroom, and then he had the keys changed, and he's the only one that's got the key. Okay, let me hide that, because for some reason, I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm all over the place on my screen. Yeah. Hey, Mary Hernandez, nice to see you here. So he thought that that was a really, really good idea. The Page of Wands, this is, it's a page, it's a messenger. It's not nearly as important as the king or the knight, but I think that the Page of Wands was, what one of his good guys, that are that were working for him, that he was able to tell them, no, 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 you go ahead and do that, and they just kind of followed orders. They're in a position now where they're trying to remain silent about that. However, there is a good deal of emotional angst. Is that they're thinking, wait a minute, if I don't cooperate, I'm going to end up going to jail. And the only person that, all I followed orders. That was it. I followed orders, and I'm looking at jail time. And the only person who's not looking at jail time is the guy who did the crime, right? So that makes a little sense. Both of these guys really wish that they could go back to the way things were. I think that they're both reliving kind of that time where they were given the orders to move the files, and both wishing that they had made a different decision. And so, yeah, they're in the hermit stage. They're kind of thinking about what they're going to do. I think that they're going to talk. I think that if you notice here that, well, I mean, the hermit in the traditional tarot has got the light, right? He's shining the light forward so that he can see where he's stepping. And this guy is holding that light in his hands. So it's like these guys, they have some idea of the files that they put away and what they did. And it's almost like they're holding Trump's future in their hand. So I think that they're going to cooperate, and I think they're going to decide to save themselves. So I think they're going to tell people. Yeah. And tell them what files they moved, what they remember about those files. And don't. Jack Smith is not going to let something like this go. I'm sure that he already has a plan in place. Well, yeah. Yes, thank you, Karen. Yeah, for those of you that are here, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you know anytime that I'm doing a show, you'll be notified, right? And then you also get notified when I do these last minute things every once in a while. Just pop on. So, yeah. Anyway, okay. So listen, you guys have questions? You got anything? Just post them up there. Put them all in caps, and I'll see. Yeah. Thank you. I do enjoy comments, And I generally respond to comments not only in the chat, but if you leave a comment um, after the show, I will generally respond to those as well if you're asking. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about what we're going to do with the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Well, I think that a lot of people are they're going to be very, very happy this time next year. Okay. Um, once the Democrats have once the Democrats have control of the House, the Senate, Congress, all of it, things can finally get done, right? They don't have to worry about, making deals with the Republicans and whatnot. They can get on with the job of governing and passing laws that need to be passed. Making sure that Roe v. Wade is brought back and that it is enshrined in the Constitution so that that right can't be taken away, so that women will ultimately have sovereignty over their own bodies. Do you ever notice how it's generally men who are making decisions about women's bodies, but as soon as a woman steps up and wants to have any say in what a man's doing, that's when they stand up and start to scream and shout, my body, my right? Remember when COVID, and this was the Republicans, when COVID came out and the doctors were saying, get your shots, get your shots. And how many of the Republicans were saying, oh, no, 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 my body, my choice, my body, my choice. When it comes to a woman's ability to make a choice about her body, her reproductive system, what she wants to do, then it's, oh, no, 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 just hang on a minute. You can't do that, little lady. So, yeah. Oh, Claudia is baking. Oh, what are you baking? Maybe I'm going to come to your house. And yes, Laura, plug the holes in the boat. That's exactly what needs to be done. What we are witnessing, and I want you to, if you can, think about it in these terms, okay? What we are witnessing and what Trump's presidency and what Trump has been able to do is to highlight exactly where things are broken, exactly how they're broken, and who broke them. All those people have identified themselves. They've said, yeah, I'm one of the ones that goes along with this. So now that in the light of day, now that you can see who those people are, you can see where the problem is, now you know how to fix it. Otherwise, just sitting back and saying, well, the government's broken. Yeah. Welcome to today. Thanks, tips. That's, yes, it is. It's very much broken. But without knowing how to fix it, there you go. Now there's going to be some thought given to how things can be fixed. And I think more of the population is going to be listened to. And yeah, that is going to be good. And yeah, 45 is personally responsible for millions of people dying. Exactly. That, yeah, I mean, I remember when he was looking at the one doctor and going, well, couldn't we just, if we put some light in the body or oh, he's not a very smart man. He really, truly isn't a very smart man. And if you didn't hear, I will tell you that on Truth Social, he posted that throughout his life, people have commented on how similar he looks to, get this, Elvis Presley. Yeah. Yeah. He sees himself as Elvis Presley. Yeah, talk about going off the rails. Talk about going off the rails. Yeah. Um, Candy covered pecans. Oh, yeah. Oh, love candy covered. Yeah. Anything to do with pecans or any kind of nut. Hazelnuts are my favorite. But yeah. Okay. And let me see. Did I have something up here? No, I guess I didn't. Okay. So, and let me see. Did I miss something? Who's still here with me? Hey, JR, nice to see you. Nice to see you here. We're just well, we're chatting. Yeah. I'm talking. Yeah, it's what I do best. Hey, Andrea. Yeah, he was comparing himself to Elvis Presley. So you know he's really lost it. Now, I'll tell you something else that I heard about today that really, for people that are in the 8th district, you really, really, really need to pay attention. And that is up until with the Voting Rights Act, up until just the last day or two, there, as a private citizen, if you felt that the way that the voting worked or who was eligible to vote and all that kind of stuff, um, you could, as a private citizen, you could bring it up to the court and say, I think this, this is unfair, and the court would look at it. Well, there were 9 counties in the 8th Circuit. Sorry, 8 counties. No, 9 counties in the 8th Circuit. I'm trying, my memory just comes and goes. Just said that no, as a private citizen, you can no longer bring that in front of a court, that only the Department of Justice can bring it up. So, yeah, if you're thinking that that this feels like some people are going to be excluded from the voting process, you're right to be concerned. So, yeah, pay attention to that. Hey, Patricia Franzino, Colorful Foresight. Hi there. Will the people responsible for all the drugs being passed around the White House be held accountable? Well, let's take a look. And now let me just kind of clarify a little, okay? In that the I don't believe that there are drugs in the White House right now to the extent that they were when 45 was in power. Okay, so Joe Biden does not impress me as the kind of guy that would allow anything along those lines to happen. Not in his administration. Now, when 45 was in, yeah, I think that they were rampant. So, was there drugs? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, there was drugs in the White House during the 45's term in office, for entertainment purposes only. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of the people who at that time were, when the drugs were readily available, they were getting their steady supply. If any of them are leftovers in the Biden administration, they're not getting their things. That's being left out in the cold. Seven of Wands, yeah, trying to find your the next guy that you might be able to get things from, but you're not. Yeah, no, you're not going to be able to find anything in there. And this is the Three of Wands. This is something that is, waiting for things to happen. Yeah. So no. And yeah, Tower and Five of Pentacles. Absolutely. So no, there is. Can I honestly say that there are no drugs at the White House right now? I don't know. I really don't know. My sense is that if there are, it is nothing in comparison to what was available when 45 was in power. Because let's face it, I mean, 45 was snorting Adderall on a daily basis, right? So, as I said, Biden does not impress me as the kind of guy who would allow that to go on in the house he lives in, right? So, but Trump, yeah, the folks that were with Trump that might still be left over, yeah, they're looking for new suppliers. There we go. Okay. As I'm, yeah, they protested and no shows for votes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That you're there are a few people that are, I think, that are going to be shocked when they lose their Senate seats. Okay. And I'm thinking of a few in particular. So let's take a look and see is Lindsey Graham going to run again? I'll start with that. Find out, do 3 cards. Is Lindsey Graham going to run again for his Senate seat? Okay. Page of Swords. For now, he wants to fight. Oh, the King of Swords. The truth about what he is doing and what he has done is about to come out. Oh my goodness. And the Queen of Swords. Whew. Okay, this is all about truth. And the truth of Lindsey Graham's being able to maintain his seat, to hold on to his seat, the truth is coming out. And this is, there's some, as my father would say, hanky panky. So, yeah, truth is coming out about Lindsey Graham. Okay. Is he, and that didn't really answer the question, is he going to run again? But okay. Does Lindsey Graham serve another term as senator? We'll ask that way. Hi, Sharon Said. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Will Lindsey Graham serve another term as senator? No. 5 of Pentacles. He is out in the cold. No. And Ace of Swords. Whatever he has been doing behind the scenes is, there's going to be a light that is going to shine on all that. So I think that you will see that he's going to bow out his agreements and the things that he has promised to do for other people and with other people are really, they're getting scrutinized very, very carefully. And no, they're going to look into his finances and find out where he's getting his backing from, what's coming in. Oh, and the devil. No. I think that chances are what is going to happen is he can, Lindsey Graham has a lot of things. I don't think stupid is one of them. I think he can see the writing on the wall. And I think that he's probably, rather than run for Senate again, he's just going to say, you know what, I'm getting old. I'm tired. It's someone else needs to pick up, the mantle and carry it forward. I won't be doing it anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Barbara Nesper. Hello there. Just got home from my mom's 90th birthday party. Nice. Oh, happy birthday to your mom. Wonderful. Okay. So, Lindsey Graham is out. Okay. Chuck Grassley. Let's take a look at Chuck Grassley. What about Chuck? Does he make it to the next election? Because he was hospitalized with some kind of an infection or something. So his seat could very well become vacant because he just doesn't make it there. So is Chuck Grassley going to be running for his Senate seat again? 3 cards. What do we get? And 2 of Wands. Well, he's not ready to give up just yet. He's thinking about what he's going to be doing going forward. Oh, 7 of Swords. No, this is his doctors telling him, dude, you're going to die on the floor. Like, get out. It's time for him to move on. I think he is going to, no, he's not going to run because he's not going to be able to run. He is, hi, Annie Hamlet. Yeah, I think his doctors are going to step in and they're going to say, no, you are you either walk out on your own and say, no, you're retiring, or we're going to make sure that you're retired. So mark it down. Chuck Grassley going to be gone. Yeah, I think there will be a lot of charges before the election. Yes, Sharon. I think that there's, just know that everything that is happening for a reason. It is shining a light on each and every cockroach and where they call home. So you know where to tell the exterminator where to go, right? So it feels uncomfortable, and it's not pleasant, but just have faith that this is all going to work out very well. Okay, who else do I want to look at? Oh, who else is a senator besides Graham? How about Mitch? Let's take a look at Mitch. Oh, excellent. Biden got 97% of the votes. Perfect. Hey, Ron, you're up late. Okay. What about Mitch McConnell? Is he going to run for his seat again? Tell me. Ooh. 3 of Swords, heartache. Okay. Let me pull another one and see what that 6 of Wands. That's the kind of, as David says, and Libby from Meister Tarot, that's the kind of look at me card. And it's also the card of victory. Oh, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. No, I don't think Mitch isn't going to be there for the next the next election for Senate. I think that he is going to be, he's another one that could have, it's funny, with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, I kind of get the feeling that this is something, like a sharp stabbing pain that comes in. So I think that it is entirely possible that maybe he has a medical episode. So, yeah, I don't see him um, running for Senate again, which, for my own 2 cents, he was both Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham. I think that there was some hanky panky going on about how they got reelected, right? There was just something there that doesn't feel right. So, I have 0. Look to be in my 70s. Never mind. Oh, Ron, you never know. Whoops, sorry. You never know when life is going to just turn around for you. You just never know. So, yeah. Yeah, he's going to get one of those glitches, I think. So the whole Republican Party needs to be, and I think that I think that they will. This is a lot of what's been going on with Trump, with the people that are currently members of the Republican Party, the ones that are making so much noise and have gone so far off the deep end. They're people are not going to this is not the Republican Party that a lot of grassroots people joined. This is not what we're hearing now is not the conservative viewpoint. What we're hearing now is the Marjorie Taylor viewpoint of just being as nasty as you can. And regular people, there's a big difference between what people say in public and what they do when they get into that voting booth. So, yeah. Oh, Matt Gaetz. What will become of him? Okay, Mary, I'm going to take a look at that. Let's do that. And Barbara Nesper says, yeah, my folks are still in their own home and live. Excellent. Good for you. Good for them. Yeah. Good for them. What happens when you take care of yourself throughout your life, and you get to enjoy the years at the end. And I wish that I could go back and change a few things when I was younger. If I had known back then how good life was going to be, yeah. And T. Lynn, there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to trust the Republican Party, and it's going to take a long time. I think it's probably going to take several generations before people are willing to give them an opportunity again, because what they have shown that their moral compass doesn't always point in the right direction, and that there's a big difference between what they say and what they do. So, okay. Let's take a look. Okay, Matt Gaetz. What happens with Matt Gaetz? Okay. Matt Gaetz. Is Matt Gaetz going to find himself in some legal how do I want to word this so that is Matt Gaetz in some legal jeopardy right now? There we go. Is Matt Gaetz in legal jeopardy right now? Temperance. Maybe he shouldn't have been doing what he ought not to have been doing. Eight of Pentacles, you know what? Reviewing what you've done. This is interesting. Yeah, this is the Eight of Pentacles. It's kind of looking back um, on your work, on what you have produced, and so on. Yeah, he's looking back. He's trying to figure out, what was it that did I delete everything? Is there anything that they can find on me? Oh, Six of Swords. He gone. Yeah, he is. Yeah, from the Six of Wands, from look at me. Well, you drew attention to yourself, and people paid attention, and now they're looking into you. So yeah, I think he is in legal jeopardy. Absolutely. So I think that, yeah, he's another one that his time is in government is going to be very limited. Yeah. And I'm not sure, Ron, if that was the case, but yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't have been doing what he was doing. And yeah, Karen, you're right. I have said actually many, many times that there are, and this is regarding situations, that happened in my life, that if I could go back and change a situation, I wouldn't, because it's those life lessons along the way that made me who I am. If I could go back and talk to my younger self, and if I could tell myself, listen, life is going to be really, really good. So you might want to start walking a little more. You might want to start paying attention to your diet. You might want to start to make wiser food choices, that kind of thing. But otherwise, the situations, even when I look back, and even some of the ones that brought me to my knees, I wouldn't change any of them, because yeah, they it has been those struggles that have given me strength, that have pushed me forward, that have given me the confidence and everything else. So yeah, without those lessons, as they happened, when they happened, I wouldn't be who I am. So absolutely. And yeah, T. Lynn says, yeah, always thought, let me see, bring this back up again. Voting for the best person for the job. Yeah. I'll never get, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so concerned. Told my son to start shopping countries to move to. And you know what? Really and truly, voting is the way that you get your message across. Never think that, your vote doesn't matter. And you vote up and down the ticket, not just in the big elections, but look locally. Who's running for dog catcher? Who wants to be on the school board? Be aware of those people and what they believe and what they think. and then go with the ones who you can see what they think by what they do, if that makes any sense, right? Because there's a big difference between saying, oh, no, I'm absolutely for inclusion and I just want everyone just to get along and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, except for those people over there, because yeah, they're coming here to steal our jobs, right? Pay attention to what people do more sometimes than what they say. Yeah. Uh, yes, Ron. Yeah. Meditate more, live in that harmonious space of abundant love and abundance, period. Just period. Um, be grateful for any abundance that comes into your life, and don't, whatever it might be. Some people are looking for, emotional abundance. Some are looking for financial abundance. Some are looking for spiritual abundance, for health abundance. Whatever it is, be open to receiving all kinds of abundance, and don't put any conditions on it. Just, yeah, and it will manifest sometimes sooner than you realize. Ask me. I know. So there. You guys, it is so nice to have you here. I can't believe you're spending time with me. This is wonderful. And yes, Karen, vote. Yeah, and if you think voting doesn't matter, ask someone who has never been given that privilege what they would do if they had a chance to vote. Because you know that the people who show up at the polling station first and before anybody else, the people who have come from other countries who have had their ability to vote taken away from them, they are informed and they show up. And whether you think that or they think their vote counts or not, they are there, yeah, to cast their vote because they see it as a privilege. They're very, very proud of that. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, well. And Sharon Type is saying hi to everyone. Sharon, are you feeling better? Um, I hope you are. And Ron said, yeah, really don't believe Trump will be walking the earth. You know, it's funny that you say that, Ron, because yeah, I kind of have a feeling that things turn really, really south for him by the end of the summer. That all these court dates, all these trials are really doing a number on him. He is not mentally prepared to handle the consequences of his actions. So, he's never been held accountable before. He's always gotten away, and he continues even today to do the same things that he has always done in terms of and intimidating people and casting dispersions and all that kind of stuff. That's his default. That's what he's done all his life, and it's worked for him, except it no longer works. He's being held accountable. People are asking him questions and they want answers. And they're calling him on his BS. So, he's so old and so firmly affixed in his personality that he doesn't know how to handle it. He's just, I could honestly and never, ever, ever, ever would I ever wish ill on anyone, including 45, right? I firmly believe in justice, and I think that, he should face his justice. Whether he does or not, and when he does, that's not up to me to decide. But yeah, he is absolutely not equipped. And yet, Tammy, you cannot rationalize with him. He cannot see that what he's facing now is, or are situations of his own making. No, he's never taken responsibility for anything. He's always found someone else to blame. So yeah, you can imagine he is a very, very unhappy person because he doesn't understand. Yeah, he just doesn't understand what his role in all this is. He's just forever the victim, forever the victim. So there you go. Yeah. Will he attempt to flee? I have said in the past, Laura, that I think he does. He does try to flee, and I think that he part of the documents that he has in his possession is what he wants to use to as his kind of get out of jail free card, right? I think that he will try. Now, I've had other people who would, more knowledge than me say that no, he can't, because of the Secret Service, and they're not going to put their careers on the line for him. I understand that, but he also has a cult of personality, and if he didn't, he wouldn't have control of the Republican Party to the extent that he does. He wouldn't have control of, getting lawyers to turn themselves into pretzels to do his bidding when he doesn't even pay them. So, would all the Secret Service that is around him, would they all assist in him fleeing? No. Would some of them assist? I think it's possible. So time will tell. Time will tell. But I did see him several times when I read that he will, when he realizes the jig is up, that's when, he goes to one of those countries that doesn't have extradition with the US. And when he gets over there, he says, that's it, I'm throwing my hands up. The US is nothing but a shithole country. And, they have been so wrong to me that he'll find a way to spin it so that, again, he's the victim. Yeah. There. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yes. Hi, Ness. Nice to see you here. Joe, nice to see you. He may not have the strength to become a fugitive, but he doesn't have to fight he doesn't have as many challenges as a fugitive that a normal person would, right? Because, he is about to lose a significant chunk of the money he has available to him. And really, it's not his money. It's the people, who are donating $5, $6, $7, $8 a month that, think is going towards his reelection when it's really going to pay his legal bills and all that. He does have a little bit that he has put aside so that he can flee, and he can say, no, I'm done. And he thinks that wherever he's going, and yes, Ron, yeah, Saudi Arabia is one of those countries that he thinks that, yeah, he's going to go there, and they're because they love him over there. Well, yeah, I think it's going to be really, really interesting that if he does make it there, and once he's there and they have him, and they say, hey, United States, guess who we got? So, it's going to cost you a little bit to get him back. And because he's an ex president, the government really doesn't have a lot of choice except to go get him. So, yeah, they are going to treat him exactly the way that he would treat them. I will use you until you are no longer of value to me, and then I will toss you aside. So, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, Ness, you purchased a green candle. Yes, as recommended by Arthur last night. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well done. Well done. Yeah, it can't hurt. And the cinnamon, you guys, that the cinnamon worked its magic. And I got that I was watching a show on it was Gerald, Taro Stash, and Colleen from the Cool Chrome. And they were doing a show on Imbolc, which is the sort of the part of what they do in their coven and whatnot. And Imbolc is like if I understand it correctly, it's the end of winter and the beginning of spring, where the earth is renewed, and now is the time to set intentions, start getting the land ready for for the seed and all that kind of good stuff. Well, one of the things that Gerald had said was that on the first of the month you can blow cinnamon into your house and that it brings in abundance. So I put it on my calendar, and on the first of the month in the afternoon, I put a little bit of cinnamon, because you don't need a whole lot, right? Just a little bit. And so I went outside the front door and I opened the door. Hey, Jenny, nice to see you. And I blew the cinnamon into the house, and I felt, kind of overjoyed is the best way to describe it. So went in, and as I was shutting the door, locking the door, I said, I am ready for any abundance you send my way, or words to that effect, because I can. It happened. Wait till I'll tell you what happened right after. So then, I'm ready for abundance, whatever it is. Then I start getting ready for the show that I was doing with Val, Messages for Lightworkers, episode 60. And as I'm contemplating, what is it that we're going to talk about? What messages might I be getting? I picked up a deck of cards, oracle cards. I shuffled, I contemplated, I drew 3 cards. And when I looked at them, I thought, okay, I know what this is. And then I heard, open Word and type this. I thought, all right, okay, whoever is there, thank you. So I opened up Word, and I'm sitting there like, all right. So I put in the name of the deck that I was using, and I put in the 3 cards that I had pulled. And then my fingers just kind of took over, and I'm typing. When I was done, I realized that I had channeled for the very first time. And this was a channeled message from my Council of 13. Um, the message was profound and wonderful, and I could not wait for Val to come on so that I could share this with her, because I could not believe it. I really couldn't believe it. Um, and it kept me, I was vibrating, I was buzzing, I was trying to hold my coffee, and I was all over the place. So I thought, okay, well, I did just finish saying I'm ready for all the abundance, and boom, there it came. So, yeah, it's it's in your intention, and it absolutely can happen. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm can't wait until I get the next message. Now I'm kind of waiting, like, okay, I'm ready anytime. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yes, and Ness says, yeah, I know that feeling, vibrating. Yeah, it's such a high. It's like thinking back to your best day ever and multiplying it by 1,000 or 1,000,000. It was just, yeah, yeah. And Mary Hernandez, see, there you go. Yeah. So did I, the cinnamon thing, and I bought a lottery ticket and won $100. There you go. There you go. But I think the big thing. Hey, Leah, how are you? Um, the big thing is when you set your intention, okay, when you blow in the abundance, you're not attaching anything to it. You're not saying, I need, you know, I need abundance, I need $5,000 by the end of the week. No, no. What if the universe was intending to give you $500,000 and you just said, no, I'm happy with five? So don't put any conditions on it. The universe will know what to do. It knows what you need. So yeah. So there. Okay, you guys, this has been so much fun. It really has. It's been quite a while since I did one of these pop-ups, like, hey guys. So I am so glad there's so many of you that decided to join me, that are here, that you've made your comments, your questions. I'm absolutely thrilled. And yes, yeah, coffee high. I am, you know what? I'm lucky enough the caffeine doesn't affect me. So that's, yeah. Um, and yeah, Jamie, feels like that when you write a song. It just, exactly, it flows on the paper. You don't have to do anything. It just is. You're there to witness it. That's all. You're holding the pen while Spirit does the work. So absolutely. So yeah, for those of you, if you have not seen that Messages for Light Workers and whatnot, um, yeah, it's on my channel. It's episode 60. Hey, Mousy, another member. Nice to see you on here. So Mousy, you came in just as I was kind of wrapping things up. So yeah, it's getting 8:45. I think I'm ready to, maybe go have that nice cuppa and maybe a little bit of toast, just so that there's something in my stomach when I go to bed. So once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you've been lurking. All righty then. Well, whether you're lurking or not, welcome. So you guys, thank you. Thank you for spending part of your evening with me. Thank you for being here. And I love doing this for you. I love knowing that you're out there, and I just absolutely love the support and everything that you bring to the channel. So you have no idea how much you mean to me. So anyway, you have a super great night, and I will see you all later. Take care. Love you. Bye.